Hey everybody, this is Brett, and I'm going to take you on a little nighttime walk-in time with Chakra. And you won't be able to see anything, hardly, unless maybe if I turn the light on, flashlight. But I'm going to narrate, and I've got some things to talk about, I'm sure. I don't specifically have anything in mind, but you might enjoy this. It'll be peaceful. It's Sunday night. Most people are probably getting over watching the Super Bowl. Maybe they won, maybe they lost. Let's go for a walk with Chakra. There's my little solar light. You can't hardly see much, can you? The sky's still lit up a little bit. We gotta go grab the leash here in the car. Hi. Kai, come here, sugar. These are my friends, huh? Okay. There she is. Oh, gotta go pee. Go the girl. She says, Dad, privacy. Privacy. Okay. Now the other night, the drive here, which is about 400 yards long, was too icy, and my guest could not get up it. He came home late for some reason. He's not a partier, but he came home late. And I just happened to get up to pee. I do that quite often still. At 1:30 in the morning, and I hear the spinning of tires on ice. And so I got a cold. And so it's getting better. I was like, he'll have to just go back down. Hopefully he doesn't slide off the road and wreck. Now, it's usually not icy on the road. In fact, North Carolina, God, we hardly get any snow. Just a little bit, about a foot a year. That's it. About 12 inches a year. This year we haven't even gotten that. I'll bet you we've got 5 inches this year so far. Now, we might top that out, but not likely. I don't even know who was in the Super Bowl. And it's funny, but I get less and less of a desire for extremes the more I come to the center. And, I'll have these tendencies sometimes, though, to go back to doing some of the old things I used to do. I mean, I'm not like talking partying or anything like that. And I'm pretty much over. I still crave chicken sometimes. I think it might be because I live in the South. But I buy Chakra this mega good chicken, this grade 4 chicken. Oh, and I'm going to put a link on this video to that, because you can buy it online. And so if you can afford it, and it is expensive, but if you can't get high grade chicken where you're at, you can order it online and they'll send it to you. They probably send it, maybe they send it frozen, or maybe they send it dry iced. But I'll put the website name right here. Anyway, so I don't, even when I make that for her, and it smells really good. You know, my ancestors, and most of yours, if not all of yours, have been eating meat for a long time, various animals. And you can get high concentrations of nutrients, especially in the organ meats of animals. And that's what they did. They didn't waste anything. And that's how people got so damn big and strong. You know? Your grandparents were probably just hardy folks. That's how they beat the Germans, you know? They were hardy people. And many of them are still alive today. And the German survivors, I mean the German World War II veterans. But nowadays, people are becoming the opposite of that because of all the pollution. And the food continues to get more and more nutrient deficient. Because all those huge fields in the Midwest and in California, if they don't get replenished with adequate nutrients, if they don't really get going on that, and I'm not talking about like Mexico sewage full of toxins that we're going across the road here. I'm not talking about Mexico fertilizers that come from sewage that are also full of toxins. I'm talking about stuff like I'm learning about on John Kohler's Growing Your Greens, like azomite, which is a rock dust that I'll be adding to my garden this year, and good manures from healthy animals. And leaves are a great amendment for your garden. And then you can break down the compost with the sawdust. So you don't just throw the sawdust or the ash out of your fireplace. You don't just throw all that away. You save it. And each thing has a use. And there are so many things that people throw away in their compost even. Like seeds, and seeds that have valuable nutrients in them. Now tonight, you know how I told you that I take the bones from the chickens and then I boil them. Now in the past, I took a hammer and I broke the bones up and then mixed that with the bone water so that I could get the nutrients from the marrow. It makes it a lot darker. And man, you can imagine how much all kinds of nutrients are in the bone marrow. That'd be interesting to know. But anyways, I thought, why don't I just throw it in the blender? And so I did. Now, when you throw it in the blender, it's going to make little sharp shards of bone fragments. So you have to filter it with a fine strainer. And it worked perfect. Not only that, I poured it off the top, so if there were any little tiny bone pieces, they were on the bottom of the jar anyway. So, with that being said, man, it is so important to naturally process foods. And you know how I showed you the wet grinder like a year ago? And once in a while I've been showing you the wet grinder. But I haven't been really introducing it to you a lot. I wanted to make absolutely sure that it was a good thing because it's such a potentially huge thing. Going up a hill here. In a minute we're going to go up to this house's fence and pet the Great Pyrenees dogs that you may have seen in one of the other videos. It's Rocco and Lola. We love them. But the wet grinder it mashes the food, and it's so cool. It's not a blender. It's not a high-speed blender. It's a food masher that gets the job done. Okay, come on. By mashing the food with stones. So you just chop it up with a food processor. Hi, buddy. Here, I'll get the flashlight out so you can see them. They're so beautiful. Hi, buddy. Hi, Annie. This is Lola. Hi, Lola. Good girl. Oh, and he gets jealous. 150 pounds a dog. Look at that. That's a 150-pound hound. Bred for protecting the sheep. See, every animal is so important. Each one has a job. And their jobs are to protect the critters. Now, their jobs aren't to protect the critters here. Unless there's some in this backyard. And I don't think so. Now, there'll get to be some chickens in this guy's yard over here. Okay, come here. They want to see Chakra. Hi. Purebred Great Pyrenees. Now look at their ears. Their ears are like a brown tan. They're so cute, look. These are huge dogs. They could probably just tear somebody up if they fucked with their livestock. But they love me so much because they stop and I pet them every time I walk by here, and if I don't, I feel guilty, you know. Oh, hi, honey. Oh, she's a good girl. Hi. Oh. She's settling down, but she's younger and she's kind of trippy. He's just a big old buddy. He's so mellow. Good boy. Either one of them, they just love humans, and you can just grab them by the scruff, and they love it. Good dog. Now settle down, Lola. This is Rocco. Rocco, in case I didn't tell you. Alright. She trips out when we leave. Okay, come on, Tweety. Oh, wait. Give me that. Ah, come here. Come here. Come here. Now, Chakra. Since I switched Chakra over to the healthy chicken, she has this excretion coming out of her head. Now, one of them, she had two of them. One of them just kept like excreting gunk, and it came out for a while, and then it healed. And the other one is almost healed now. But I'm telling you, it's absolutely amazing how when you change your diet, or if you change your lifestyle, or if you change the environment around you to be better, then your body will feel this sense of relief initially, and then it will feel the pain of your body going through these changes to make the adjustments that it needs to get reaccustomed to this new and healthier deal. And it's like wringing out a rag, as I've said before, and it's just not easy. If you're addicted to your family, if you're dependent upon them, and then you find you're in a situation where you have to get away from them because they're no longer good for you, then you'll have these thoughts of fear. What am I going to do? How am I going to survive? What if something happens to me? I've been through all of this, y'all. I haven't been back to Utah for over 10 years. Some of them I haven't talked to for a long time. All you can see is one little light up there. Of course, I can see quite a bit. And I'm not worried at all about bears because they're hibernating. There's really no predators out here that could mess with me. Now, when it's warm, you do have to look out for the bears. Last fall, I had a woman pull up to me in her car as I was heading down the opposite side of the hill here. And she said, "I just saw a bunch of bears." I'm like, well, I'm heading home. Good girl. So, we have to get our exercise. And whenever I just go out and do it, I always feel better, you know. And some people, they like to work out at clubs, and I think there are merits, no doubt. And that someday we'll actually save the energy from the machines and utilize it, which is the logical way, you know. If you're going to create heat by sitting on a treadmill or doing a stair climber, why not save the energy for later? Well, it's just not, we're just not to that point yet of where we've been forced to do that. Now, if everyone were as environmentally conscious as, say, the people at Dancing Rabbit Eco Village, check them out on the web, dancingrabbit.org, I believe. Might be calm. So today, I took a drive to the country, and it was nice. I wanted to check out a house. You know, once in a while I'll go check out a house if it sounds like it's good. A house in the country that I might move to. It was okay. Not great. It would have to be really sweet for me to want to move from here. And it is possible. Because there are certain things, you know, that I don't dig about the house that I'm at right now. It's kind of too close to that road and a little bit noisy. But the pros, the advantages of living close to downtown are obvious. So no go, but we did I'm finding that even though I really don't like to burn gas, and in my life, Lord knows I've burned plenty with all the mobile businesses that I've had, that I just kind of need to get out. At least there's a hiking club on Meetup I'm a member of, so I need to get out and do that more. And for the most part, I can carpool. And then I have something else to tell you that's going to be cool. Yesterday I went out to the country around Barnardsville, and I found a couple of great little places to just walk down a road where there's hardly any cars ever. And they weren't really like long roads, like out in the west where I grew up. But they were quiet roads. And I walked down one of them, and there was a little, like this. Can you hear that? Let's go right by that. Come here. It was so peaceful. We sat next to this little drainage ditch type, just water for the farm. Okay, come here, Chakra. Okay, we're gonna go right over by this. Now I want you to just take a few nice deep breaths and listen to this. I can like put the tripod right in the water and you could just stay here and it'll put you to sleep. Okay, but yesterday it was just a beautiful day. Oh my God. Crystal clear skies, and we just sat there for a little bit, not very long, but I'm going to start to take some trips like that more, and I'm going to take the camera with me, and I'm going to find these places that are just pristine, and you will so love them. Oh my God, you're going to love them because you won't have to go anywhere. Come on. You know, it's the drag part to have to drive out because you're on the freeway and all that. But I'm finding new desires in my life because, you know, you get tired of doing the same old thing. Massage after massage, or, you know, that's kind of why I got careless with the massage license. Because I really didn't respect it as much, because I was kind of tired of doing massage, physically as well as mentally. And you know, after you've done something for so long, it's really time to move on. And there are so many things that I can do that I really want to do. And it's not easy to change. It's never going to be easy. And you're always going to have fears. But I'm getting stronger, y'all. I'm really getting stronger. We're running out of the battery. Light is on. Hey! Alright, buddy, hey. I'm going right up this thing with no problem tonight. I think I'm just going to keep filming, talking, till it runs out. It's better to not have to edit it. Whenever you've got more than one take, you have to edit to splice them together. 24 minutes. It's a long one. Now we're getting up into the wealthy houses. And you see, they're not stupid. They instinctively know that this is safer in more regards than one. far as burglaries, you know, they're away from the downtown and all that, and as far as the air quality, it's much better up here. Okay, should we take a break for a second? Yeah, okay. You are a good girl. Yeah, that's a girl. And their cables are all buried, whereas the old houses below have telephone poles, so the wires are all coming in off the poles, the electric wires. Everything's buried up here. I'll tell you, whenever I've been really detoxing, that's when I get starting to think about peril. There are so many potential troubles in the world we live in today that can really devastate populations. Come on. And you can focus on them day and night if you want to. Every day you can see the chemtrails in the skies. Every day you can think about the potential of smart meters being installed on your electric meter. Whenever I mention things that you don't know what they are, don't just jump out and ask me, oh, what are those? If I say smart meter and you don't know what that is, go to my home page, which means you click on Vitality Massage, click on the magnifying glass, and then type smart meter into the search box and hit it, enter, and that'll bring up the videos that I've already made that will talk about smart meters, what they are, etc. Or any other subject that you want to know. Say you want to know about what supplements I use. I just started using a new multi from Emerald Labs. And it might be a good thing. We'll see. It's only been 4 or 5 days now. It doesn't have any like additives like stearic acid. Good girl. And I think I do better. I'm doing better because of that, or maybe some other factors. But I just feel that it's good to back up my healthy diet, at least for now, with that. And some of you may say, that's not all natural. Yeah. I don't need to hear a bunch of crap. There's always some freakish, a very small percentage of you are like annoying to me. I usually just oust you quickly. Because I just, man, my life is it's just too short. What do I have left? 10, 20, 40, 50 years more? I've worked so fucking hard. And there's no way I'm going to waste my time with dumbass viewers making dumbass comments. On a happier note, man, you're going to really enjoy these videos where I just walk you down this peaceful road. And I am going to make those grounding shoes eventually. Okay, we're just about to the top. Wow, this is a 30-minute long video. I hope I said some interesting things. Oi! Yeah, good girl. I just imagine how healthy it is to get our hearts going like this. I'm breathing pretty good, as you can hear. She is too. This is my kind of exercise versus the club. We have a YMCA, a brand new one, a couple years old, right over there. And when I go in there, you know what it smells like? The tire store. Because they have all those rubber mats in there. It smells like a tire store in that Y. Totally outgassing petroleum and chemicals into the air in an enclosed area. Up here, oh man, I'll tell you what. See that up there? That is a mega money house. Yeah. Alright, maybe $1 million or something. It's not big time money. But it's a wealthy house. And that person works hard doing something. I'll bet. And, you know, there's a balance. There's a balance. Being somebody that's on the cutting edge of understanding these things means that it's not going to be easy for me, and I really have to focus on not taking things too seriously, especially being me, because I do typically do that. I think this cold only has a few more days to go. That's pretty good, kicking it. If I can kick it in 7, 8, 9 days total, that's good. But, you know, I was just thinking about, earlier I was thinking about tension. And how there's this perfect reversal of tension that's created during sleep. And that how most people, I believe, and especially the older people get, that when they get up in the morning, from my experience, personal experience, after 8 hours of sleep, they have not achieved getting back to this neutral position of having their muscles relaxed. And if you think about that, most people are just like, especially if you're older, they're just like, oh, no, there's no way that when I wake up in the morning, my muscles are back to this soft place where they should be so that I can restart my day. And that's because over time, because people are doing too much work to pay for these big houses up here, exposed to too much stress, and not doing enough yin activities and exercises. When I say yin activities and exercises, I mean things that are calming. Think female. Think gentle. Think peaceful. Think nice. Mikio Kushi wrote a little book called Rice is Nice. And one of the reasons rice is calming for the mind is because the bran in it, in brown rice, has this substance called HTP5, something like that. You can look that up, check it out, and they sell that in a concentrated form, in capsules, for those of you that would like to calm your minds a little bit. Oh, it's not going to help someone that's schizophrenic or something. It's not extreme like that. But In any case, people don't do enough of these mellowing things, like doing this right now, especially if I were to be able to do this barefoot. I'll get to that, as I said. Then it's just a calming thing to do. Even though the exercise is a lot of exertion going up the hill, it's something that I really feel overall calms my mind. My mind. And the massage exercises can also be a lot more yin and less aggressive. It depends on where you're at. And I'm getting more and more on the relaxing side. And eventually, though, I've got to, I have to trust in creation to help me to get my lifestyle into a place where it allows me to not have to exert myself so much. And what that means is that I really need people to help me to make my products. Because you see, I have so many more products to create that I have in my mind. And they all require a lot of labor. And well, these people left their lights on. I wonder if they're supposed to turn off. Probably. It's a Mercedes. It's a Mercedes and it has their right tail light out. So that's a pricey house. It's a pricey little house. But so I'll bet this doesn't last for very much long. This is a 37-minute video. I hope I've said some good things. But yeah, I know that it's going to require me to get to be a lot more of an understanding individual and tolerant individual and intelligent and smooth demeanor individual to be a leader in a group. Not the only leader. No, I do not want to be the only leader. And so if there are people out there that are listening to this that are inherently natural-born leaders, entrepreneurs, etc., that would like to join in this endeavor in 20 years or 5 years, whenever it may be, creating this really cool community where we grow our own food for the most part, and we build natural houses that are logical rather than like these houses. These houses, imagine how much they're worth, and they're not built logically. They're not built solar passively. They're not built with cisterns, they're just using city water. They're not using any solar energy to light things up in the house, or they've got plumbing that just sends the poop out to the ocean, and then the fish eat the poop, and then they re-eat the fish. It's like, honey, could you go down to the store and get some fish that have eaten human poop that's toxic and has Roundup in it and various chemicals and mercury? Sure, honey. And a loaf of bread and some milk, too. And I'm not going to harp on all these things as much, as I get to be more and more positive. But just think about how far I've come, y'all, before you scrutinize. I don't watch the news anymore. And I'm never going to claim to be perfect. So, if you think that I'm a preacher, so I am sort of a preacher. I'm a health preacher. But, I don't want to be. Think about how if you're a kid and some guy that's been chosen to go find the deity. I watched this movie the other night where this guy was chosen to go find this Tibetan Buddhist deity kid. that's between the ages of 2 and 3. Have you seen that? And imagine you're one of these humans, baby humans, that's been chosen to be a deity. White, a white. You know, they have to stop and sniff. And then you have these great expectations set upon your shoulders. Whether or not you really were supposed to, you probably were. Because there's no such thing as a miracle, not a miracle, but like a coincidence. No such thing as a coincidence, but still, you're supposed to be this amazing being. At least in this life, I don't want to be labeled as this person that freaking knows everything. And you know, those of you that really know me, hey, Reddy. This dog lives here. Hey, you want to say hi to Chicken Head? Hey. It's a little wolf gog. Hey. I call them gogs now instead of dogs, because it's like they're God instead of dog. You know, I just love the dog so much. Okay, come on. No, you stay here now. Go on. No. Go on, stay. No. I know you're lonely. You stay. Go on. You stay there. Stay. That one's followed us all the way down the mountain before. So, well, looks like he's going to do it again. No, kick it. Go on. And I'm not even going to say any of the deities' names, because if I say the J name, oh my God, I will get so many emails from people that, he saved me. Well, great. I believe in him. I just don't believe the same as y'all. I have my own thoughts. I think he was a great person. We just leave it at that, rather than me getting preached to and I have to go to church on Sunday. I have other things to do rather than go, you know. People that really have it going on with helping people and doing a good thing for their jobs, in my opinion, they don't need to go to church and or they don't need to go as often. Because think about it, why do people go to church? Well, they're largely going to church to get preached to because they're not doing what they need to in this life. Is that not true? They could be going because they're trying to set a good example for some of the other people in the church that aren't doing so good. But what if you're a person that is doing good in this life, you're ethical, you're doing something good for a living to help other people, etc., etc., and you just really feel as though you don't need to do that much better, and you're making great progress. Well, that's how I feel. So why do I need to go to church? Sometimes I'll go down to Jubilee here in Asheville, which is a progressive church, and they'll talk about the J-man, or the B-man, or the K-man, or the M-man. He'll talk about any of those people because it's a progressive church. They don't just believe or subscribe to one church or deity, etc. They give credit to all, which is in my opinion, the